a Stern, The Walking Dead CPU soundboard, yeah. And it's typical on several of these SAM boards, this tiny PCM1755DBQ right there, I'll put my finger in there for size reference, had failed. So I used Chip Quick, or its equivalent low melt solder, to cleanly remove the old chip, and then clean up the pads with some solder wick, and then do a little surface mount soldering with a mini pen that the fella out at, I forget his name, he's the fellow from the Middle East that does the repairs on YouTube. Anyway, Northridge Fix is his name, recommended. So let's get into test. You can hear we already have sound. Diagnostics, we'll come back to the rest of these, but I want to do sound first. Hold on. Whoops. God, I hate that. Okay, speaker. I've got my little coin door interface simulation here. It's irritating because you have to advance the sound and then hit select. We used to watch The Walking Dead all the time.
I brought whiskey. No need to get your panties all in a bundle. This is survival of the fittest.
All right.
What else you got?
I guess, that was all of them. So the sound is working perfectly on this board now. And let me back up, and as we always do here, we always test all the functions of a board. Now, SAM is a little difficult to test with the switch matrix. You can see there's the 4 rows, and now these are the columns. I wonder what would happen if I threw that big old switch. There we go. And columns again. Big old switch is this 9-position toggle switch that's on this adapter for for SAM boards, and it allows you to use a White Star interface and connect up your SAM board. So I haven't gotten used to using these switches here yet, but those are some direct switches. Sorry, I can see that. So the switch matrix on this CPU board appears to be working just fine. Let's get over to coil test. We will cycle them. And why do we not have coil cycling? I wonder. And I do not know the answer to that. I think I ran into this one time before, though, when I was trying to test these SAM boards with without the adapter for the driver board. Let me come back to that. We'll do a lamp test and do all of them. And that's working just fine. So I might take another look at this, but I would suspect that this MPU board is working 100%, and I thank you so much for sending it. Well, I didn't have this connector, which is a high voltage connector, connected during those solenoid tests, and I suspect it's not the fact that there was no high voltage. I suspect it's that the ground, or the black wire, was not connected, so these FETs and transistors couldn't find ground. But you can see now it's driving the solenoids painfully slow. That must be a motor solenoid, crossbow motor, yep. So it's going to take a while. Now we moved on. So I'm going to watch each of these to make sure that they come on. This is taking too long for us to watch live, but I will test out the rest of this board.